There are so many reasons why people start businesses. Freedom is a big one. You know, freedom over your time, you're creating your own schedule, freedom to earn as much money as you want, the freedom to create something where you work less but earn more. Freedom is one of the big ones. But there are 3 reasons why you should never start a business, and that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. I'm Lee McQueen, and I'm going to teach you how to take your business from basics to booming, because everyone has the potential to create that business that makes you feel proud and that actually brings in the kind of money that you want and brings in the kind of clients that you want to work for. We all have the potential to create that business of our dreams, and I'm going to teach you how to do that by getting the basics in place, by building a strong foundation. Now, over the years as a business owner and also as someone working with small businesses, I've seen many reasons why people start businesses, but I've also seen a couple of reasons that are terrible foundations for business building. And the first one of those is starting a business because you really need the money. Now, it's all very well to start a business with a 0 budget, to start a business with nothing down, to build a business on the side without spending a lot of money on it. I get that, and I'm a big fan of that kind of thing. But to start a business and to really need the money from that business for yourself is not a great idea. It makes you approach every single interaction from a place of desperation. And it makes you make terrible business decisions because you choose clients and you choose jobs and you choose contracts because you are desperate. You choose them based on the money instead of because they are a good fit for you. I have a very personal experience with this kind of thing because a couple of years ago I lost my business. I had a great business, it was booming, and it all imploded. And the first thing I did was went out and started another business that I knew would be lucrative, something that I could quickly get going. And I was miserable. I chased the money. I had to chase these big contracts that were not a good fit for me, for my skills, for who I wanted to serve or who I wanted to be. I hated every moment of it. And I would get these big contracts and then think, oh, now I have to actually do the work for this. And it was the worst. I really didn't enjoy it. And within a couple of months, I just gave up on the whole thing. So starting a business from a place of desperation, from a place of I need the money, is not a good idea. Another reason it's not a good idea is when your business does start to make money, you need to plow that money back into your business to help it grow. You know, that's your opportunity to spend some more money on learning something new or on some kind of tool that's going to help you grow or on outsourcing. The first things you should be spending your money on is business growth, because business is a long game. If you need to draw all the money that you're making out of the business for yourself to pay your own salary, it's going to be a hard road for you. The second terrible reason for starting a business is because you think it's going to be easier than working for a boss. It can be. You know, for the right kind of person, it can give you that freedom that you've been wanting. If you've been feeling stifled by having a boss, it can really make you feel liberated. And that can be a good reason to start a business. But to start it because you think it'll be less work, or that it'll be easier to do the work that you feel like doing on each particular day than doing what the boss has told you to do, that's not going to work for you, because you do need to be disciplined. You need to sometimes do things that you don't feel like doing, and if you don't have a boss telling you to do them, are you really going to be able to be accountable just to yourself? On those days when business building feels hard and feels difficult, like you just don't feel like doing it, are you going to be able to motivate yourself to get up and go? You know, most businesses take a lot of hard effort and work at the beginning, and you only see the fruits of your labor. You only get those results a year or 2 in. You know, a lot of people sell you this idea of you can create this passive income where you barely work and you earn all this money, and yeah, that's totally true. I've seen it happen, I've done it myself, but you do need to do the work up front. The initial stages of that kind of a business do take a lot of work. So don't quit your job thinking it'll be easier to start a business, because what most people do is they go from working 9 to 5 to working 5 to 9. That's a common saying in the kind of entrepreneurial world. You will end up hustling even harder in your small business, and you will never be able to get away from it because it's with you all the time, not like your job where you can leave work at work. So you've got to go into this with your eyes open. Don't go in thinking it's going to be easy. It will be worth it, but it's not going to be easy, especially in those first few months. It's not going to be less work than working for a boss. And the third reason not to start a business is because you have something to prove, or you want people to look up to you and think, oh wow, that person's so amazing. That is another terrible reason to start a business, and it's not that uncommon. I have definitely seen it before, where people want to build this public profile and they want to build this business and they want to become known as this incredible business person in their field. But if your heart isn't in serving people, in what you can give to your market, in how you can help people solve problems, you are not going to get that success you deserve. You might be able to create a sort of audience around yourself. You might be able to create some momentum. You might be able to have a fantastic Instagram profile or a massive Facebook following. But if you aren't helping people in some way, that doesn't translate to a business. That translates to a lot of hard work, constantly having to tell people why you're valuable when you're not actually showing them your value by giving them the service or the product or the results or the offering that you are able to. So it's time to do some introspection here and to make sure that you aren't putting your ego into this equation, that you aren't building a business because you think it will make people respect you more or think better of you or look at you and go, wow, I wish I could be like her. So now that we've looked at the 3 reasons why you shouldn't start a business, I'm going to give you my top 3 reasons why you should start a business. So number 1 is you have something really valuable that you want to offer the market. That could be your skills, your expertise, or something that you are passionate about, some kind of product that you think will make a big difference to people's lives. The second great reason to build a business is to build something you're proud of, something that makes you wake up in the morning and go, wow, I'm so glad I'm doing this. Something that makes you feel fulfilled and excited and eager to work with the clients that you want to work with. And the third good reason to start a business is that you have some kind of a greater purpose. You know, you want to impact people's lives in some way. You want to change the way people think. You want to do something good for the world. That is a fantastic way to start a business, or a fantastic reason to start a business, because you want to make that difference. Because that's the kind of thing that's going to drive you. That on those days when you don't feel like getting out of bed and you don't feel like answering emails or you don't feel like creating your social media content, on those days, that greater purpose is what's going to drive you. It's what's going to pull you out of bed and get you moving with what you're doing. Because there's nothing better than having something bigger than yourself to work towards, to motivate you in your business. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it sparked some kind of creativity, helped you to ask yourself some different questions, helped you to really think about yourself in terms of your business. If you've enjoyed it, look out for my other videos and follow along as I teach you more about taking your small business from basics to booming.